Hi guys, welcome back. This week's videos we're going to talk about lower back pain and hip pain. So I know this is going to be a common issue for a lot of you, either it was before the quarantine or after. If you have it now, it's probably because you're not getting up and moving enough and you're binging too much on Netflix. So first thing is I need you to get up and move. The second thing is I'm going to keep things in true form. I'm going to keep it very simple, not technical. I just want to show you what to do and how to do it. If you want to talk to me about things in a more technical manner, please just message me and I'll be happy to give you all the explanation of why and how we do what we do. Okay, so let's get started and let's just talk about a couple little exercises that you can do. Before I go, actually, let's talk about, this is going to be a two-part series. The first video I'm going to do is just the stretching. And so no equipment, no tools. And the second video, I'm going to show you how to use foam rollers and trigger point balls or just, tennis balls or whatever you have to get in just a little bit deeper to start relieving that pain. Okay, so I'm going to start with the first simple stretches that you can do from a chair. Okay, so if you have a chair, grab a chair. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to show you, if you'll get a comfortable chair that you can sit at a 90-degree angle. Make sure it does not have wheels on it so you're not rolling away on me, okay, and that you keep yourself safe. If you want to, back that chair up against a wall so then you make sure it doesn't slide out behind you. All right, so the problem that we have with lower back pain, lots of times caused from sitting too much, it's because everything up front is shortened. So what we need to do first is lengthen that area. So one of my favorite stretches to do from a chair is kind of a modified lunge. So what you're going to do is you're going to move to the edge of your chair. So I can show you from a couple different angles. But move to the edge of your chair. Make sure that you hold onto your chair so you don't fall off of it. I want you to kick this leg all the way back, toe down on there, and I want you to push your heel back and get this leg as straight as you can, stretching it out. Now I want you to make sure that your hips are facing forward, and if you want a little bit deeper stretch in here, I want you to lean back just ever so slightly, just to where you feel some resistance, okay? Hold these stretches for 10 to 15 seconds each. When you're done, switch and do the other side, okay? Next thing I want you to do, this is a little difficult for some people, but I want you to do your best with it. We can do this on the floor and sometimes it's a little bit easier, but I'm going to show you, you get a little deeper stretch from a chair. So if you can, cross this leg over just like this at a 90-degree angle. Now keep in mind you're going to have one side that's more flexible than the others. Don't worry about it. My left side is way less flexible than my right. So from here, I want you to pretend like you have a string attached to your belly button so that you're not leaning over this way, but when you stretch forward, that string is pulling you forward from your abdomen and you're stretching this way. Don't worry about how far you go. All you need is just a little resistance and you'll feel it in the back of your glutes. Lean forward, hold this stretch. So if you can, just breathe in. Exhale, 10 seconds. 10-15 seconds is good. Again, do this on both sides. So while you're here, what I want you to do is go ahead and cross this leg, and we're going to do a spinal twist. You're going to feel this from your mid back all the way down. So put your opposite hand on that knee. I want you to rotate and turn and look over that back shoulder. Hold this stretch 10 to 15 seconds. Get that nice stretch in there. Relax and do the other side. Okay, now the next one I'm going to show you requires you to move to the floor. There are two versions of this. There's a modified and then there is an advanced. We're going to keep things simple and I'm going to show you the first modified version of this. This is actually a pain-free technique that comes from Peter Egoscue. If you want to dive into pain-free techniques a little deeper, look on YouTube for some videos. It's by Pete Egoscue, E-G-O-S-C-U-E, I believe is how you spell it. It'll come close, okay? But look up pain-free methods and you can get a whole nother group of exercises, okay? So this is my favorite one to prescribe to people who have chronic low back pain. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna need a stool, a chair, a couch, whatever you can use to put yourself in a 90-degree angle. So you're going to lay on the floor and you're going to put your legs up at a 90. Scoot your butt all the way up to the edge here. Lay flat on the floor, palms up. What I want you to do is set a timer for 10 minutes, okay? The most important part of this is the deep breathing exercises you're gonna do in your nose and out your mouth. Now, don't freak out if by minute 2, 3, your back is in a little bit of spasm. If it is, pull your knees towards your chest, breathe in, exhale, and try to continue on. If it's too much, relax, and the next time try to add a minute to it. But don't try to watch TV, talk to your kids or anything. Just close your eyes and focus on the deep breathing and work on relaxing your body. This is a gravity-based exercise, so your breath is going to allow your muscles to relax and gravity is going to help them sink into the floor. Now, the advanced part of this is to find a wall and put your legs straight up on the wall and do the same thing, okay? It's a 10-minute exercise, but if you can only make it for just a few minutes, the first couple rounds, then do what you can. But if you can do this in the morning or in the evening, especially before you go to bed, you're gonna have a more restful night's sleep, and you're gonna notice that some of the restless leg and the lower back pain will begin to subside. But it's one of my favorite go-to stretches, and I find it so extremely effective for just about anyone, okay? So just a couple stretches on the floor too. Now, if you do yoga, you can do the cat-cow exercises where you arch your back and you round it out. Those are great exercises for the back and pulling the pelvis under. But keeping things simple, you can go to the floor and do a couple stretches to where if you can't get into the chair, you can stretch just a little bit deeper here. Again, getting the glutes and the lower back, getting a twist in there. But one of my other favorites is doing a modified lunge on the floor because you're gonna get in just a little bit deeper. And trust me, even if you're not that flexible, you can do this. There's a couple ways that you can help yourself. You can use this chair because if you wanna take some of the pressure off of your knee, you can do that. You can put a towel underneath that back knee to help yourself out. You can hold on to the chair and make sure the front knee is bent and in a comfortable position and extend this back leg. So I like using the chair instead of going to the floor because what we're doing is we're opening this up just a little bit more. So again, put that toe on the floor, press your heel to the floor, and just get this nice deep stretch in there. What you're doing is you're opening up the psoas and the hip flexors, the TFL, everything. Nice deep stretch. Okay, so to keep things simple, I'm just sticking with a couple simple stretches for you. If you can work on these, I promise you, you're gonna start seeing some of this pain subside. If you have sharp pain or consistent pain, it may be some underlying condition that you may need to see your doctor for, okay? So until you can get back in with your favorite therapist, start doing some of these simple stretches and check out the next video where I take you just a little bit deeper into these using a foam roller and trigger point ball, okay? If you need any more information, go to our website, dynamictherapeutics.net, sign up for our newsletter, and we'll get some more information out to you. Or feel free to contact me anytime at info@dynamictherapeutics.net or call the office at 251-459-0500. Thanks for joining me.